Hello guys and welcome back to Planet 40k. We've got another Discord question for you today. Now before getting into today's video, 57.4% of you guys have still yet to subscribe to the channel. So if you could do me a huge favour, click the subscribe button down below and then we'll get into the video. I'm waiting for you. Right, let's get into today's video. We've got a question from Cricket. So question about the interactions between the Tesseract Arc's Singularity Weapon's first profile, where each time an attack is made with this weapon, the attack automatically hits the target, and a wound roll of a 2+ is always successful, unless the target is a vehicle. Then a wound roll of a 6 is always successful. They then go on to put, against quantum shielding or transhuman physiology equivalents, what takes precedent here? What is the actual rule here? Because some of those abilities will also say you can't wound them on less than a 4+, and etc. Whereas this rule is saying you can wound them on a 2+. So which one takes priority here? That is the question today. So there's two parts to this question. Let me get comfortable because my bum hurts. Right. First of all, you got to go into your codex and go into the rare rules section. There's a bit called attacker's priority. Now when you're resolving attacks, occasionally you'll find that two rules cannot both apply. For example, when an attacking model with an ability that enables you to always successfully hit on a 2+, whereas the targeting models have the ability where you can only hit them on a 6+. Of course, those completely contradict one another. So when this happens, the attacking models rules will take precedence. They're going to take priority over the defenders. That's only when rules are conflicting. However, and there's a big however here, most of the abilities in the game that have these kind of rules, where you can't wound them on less than a 4+, for example, they've got a little sentence at the end of the rule, and I'm going to show you some examples for you. So first of all, transhuman physiology. This was an example that was within the question, in fact. So what is transhuman physiology to start with? It's a space marine stratagem used on Primaris models. It's one command point, and when they are a target of an attack, effectively wound roll of a 1, 2 or 3 will always fail. Now that of course is going to completely contradict the Tesseract Arc's weapon, which always wounds on a 2+. However, if you look at the last sentence within this stratagem, an unmodified wound roll of a 1, 2 or 3 for that attack fails, irrespective of any abilities that the weapon of the model making the attack may have. So this actually gives the priority to the defenders rather than the attackers. So that's one example. We've got another example, again going to the Space Marines here. It's the exact same example, in fact. It's the Inner Circle ability from the Deathwing Dark Angels. It's got the exact same things here. Each time attacks are made against this unit, if the unit's got the infantry keyword, unmodified wound rolls of a 1, 2 or 3 will always fail, irrespective of any abilities that the weapon or models making the attacks may have. Again, that gives priority to the defender there. The Leviathan High Fleet with the Tyrannus Codex, they've got an ability where Synapse monsters, you can't wound them on less than a 4+, 1, 2 or 3 will always fail. Again, irrespective of any abilities that the weapons may have. And even our Codex, I mean this example isn't actually the best one here because this is a vehicle model. Actually only applies to non-vehicle models, but just as an example in general. If you have a clash of abilities, the quantum shielding ability, a wound roll of a 1, 2 or 3 will always fail, irrespective of any abilities that the weapon or the attacker may actually have. So what I'm trying to get at here is you need to look very closely at the actual ability that's denying you to actually wound on a 2+. And if that line is there at the end of the ability, irrespective of then it will give the defender the priority and you will need to follow their rules as opposed to ours. If that sentence isn't there, then yeah, you go with your rules, attacker's priority comes first, then you can wound on a 2+ against non-vehicle models. So Cricket, I hope that has answered your question, although it was a little bit confusing at first, but yeah, it is quite easy once you start reading the actual abilities within the datasheets. But yeah, other than that guys, all that's left to say is thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.